All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Wednesday evening. A late night edition of KFTV Postgame Live presented by Underdog Fantasy. CP The Fanchise, Alex Trataros on the ones and twos. On tonight's episode, we are hitting the music again for 2024 because the Knicks would take on the Bulls in a late night affair at Madison Square Garden. And after a rough start for these New York Knicks, trying to get it together, a new look team, trying to get some chemistry in order, a lot of turnovers, a lot of boneheaded mistakes. But this would be a tale of two-half game for the New York Knicks, led by their two stars, Jaylen Brunson and Julius Randle, led by Isaiah Hartenstein, Mutombo Robinson, whatever you want to call him, and led by OG late-game clutch defense. The Knicks would end up pouring it on in the second half, man, and roll away with this one, 116-100, go 2-0 for the year. And we got a lot to talk about, man. So lock in, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Call us up, 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KnicksFanTV Discord, man. Let's get into it. KFTV Post-Game Live. Another win for the good guys. And I'm here for it. Let's do it, man. Al, how you feeling, man? Triple header.
Great.
Triple header for us today.
I feel great. Yeah, triple header.
Yeah.
It was great. Had a great show over at the NBA Report. If you haven't checked that out, make sure to go over there, subscribe, support the channel.
Yep.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 p.m. We cover the entire league over there, so make sure to check it out. But CP, what a great game today, man.
What a game, man. What an interesting game, man. And, you know, this one started off very interesting because this Bulls team was coming in down after they had a letdown game against the New Jersey Nets the night before. Billy Donovan calling his team out, and they responded well out the gates. You know, DeRozan really leading. I thought their defense on Julius Randle was really smothering at times. They did a good job of running the Knicks off the three-point line, even though, you know, the Knicks were able to knock down some tough shots. Especially in the second quarter now, you know, when the Bulls scored 31 points in that second quarter, it got dicey when the Knicks brought in their reserves. You know, once again, trying to figure out the perfect combinations. You have a lot of new players. You have instances where Jaylen is running with the second unit, then Julius is getting a chance to run with the second unit. You know, when Randall was in there with the unit, it looked really stiff. A lot of turnovers. You know, Deuce and Julius kind of miscommunicating on both ends. It just wasn't crisp. And so with that, the Bulls had a lead early in this game. And they would go into halftime leading the Knicks by about 6 points. But give credit to the Knicks, man. Third quarter, they really stormed out the gates and tightened up. 35-point third quarter for the Knicks. And in so many key stretches, especially in the third quarter, it was led by their defense. Julius Randle leading the way. Isaiah Hartenstein, man, playing like an animal out there, just playing like a man possessed and giving the Knicks everything that they need in Mitchell Robinson's absence. I mean, he was a special tonight. That was a special performance by him tonight. You know, you have Andre Drummond coming in hot, you know, a hot rebounder, man in the paint there for the Bulls, and Hartenstein was just out there just looking intimidating. And so, you know, that led to a big third quarter. Jaylen Brunson playmaking out there. And in the fourth, they had to go to the starters a little bit earlier, had to go to the starters again with about 8 minutes left because of the dicey situation when you put in the reserves. Kobe White and the Bulls start to charge, and the Bulls cut into the lead. They bring the starters back in there, and they take care of business, man. Again, key defensive stops and an offensive outburst between Randle and Brunson. Get the W, man. Your thoughts?
The Knicks starters, man, just look crisp. I mean, even though OG is still trying to fit in, it just looks seamless, man. It's less cluttered, a lot more spacing. You see Dante is just shooting
flying around
at will. You know, it's even opening up for Dante to get even more three-pointers up. OG, even though he didn't do much in the first half, second half, you start seeing where his cutting, the dunking, all that stuff is just so vital when everything is collapsing inside the paint he's still strong enough and tough enough where he can still get a dunk off.
Yeah.
And that's something that you totally need, especially if he's not hitting his 3-pointers. But even still, even the 1 3-pointer he hit today, it was so vital just to stave off the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
So the starters have just look great, man. I mean, the thing that we're going to see, I feel like, with this change to the starting rotation and adding OG Anunoby, who doesn't need the ball that much, is we're probably going to see a lot more high scoring out of Julius Randle and Jaylen Brunson, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't have a second unit you can rely on. I mean, when's the last time we had 2 players that score 30 points in the starting lineup on one night?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
that's uncommon.
Yeah.
So the fact that Brunson and Randle were both able to go off tonight, Knicks get a win. The starting rotation looks good, man. But that second unit,
Work in progress, man. Work in progress.
We need to go get somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
Malcolm Brogdon.
It's
Collins. Maybe you go. We'll check see if you want to get Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson.
Hey,
somebody.
Quick. We miss you, Quick. And Quick had 26 points in the start tonight.
5 of 8
in the start. Yeah, Toronto over
downtown
Memphis.
for the Raptors today. Yeah, against Memphis.
So how they navigate that is so interesting, man, because it's just like every time that second unit comes in, like the game just changes. And you have Julius taking extra time to think about where guys are, the Bulls swarming them, turnovers galore. And as I said, in the fourth quarter, Thibs had to go back to that. So, again, that's going to be the storyline to watch between now and the deadline to see how they either improve organically, internally, or they go out there and get some help. But they're going to go out there. They have to go out there and try to get some help because I'm not too confident in McBride. But anyway, how about Brunson and playmaker? I mean, there's so many things, so many ways we can go with this game, though. How about Brunson and playmaker, man? 13 dimes for JB, another game north of 10. Started off the game, and look, he had Caruso, he had AO draped all over him. But as I said, we look at the Timberwolves game where those shots were just rimming in and out. This one, defense smothering, and he's pure. He's pure. And then the second half, he just turns into a playmaker, man. Love to see him playmaking out there. And his guys were finishing, man. Great job by JB, man.
For sure. And that's part of the spacing, right? I mean, 2 things that go to the assist, right? You got to make the pass, and then your teammate has to knock it down.
Yeah.
So with this new rotation, whether it's OG, whether it's Dante, whether it's Randall having more space to operate, guys are just able to get their shots off. And especially when you have a center who has more of an offensive game than Mitchell Robinson. And there's no shade to Mitchell Robinson. Mitch, we understand he's limited offense. Hart, as we saw today, you even get a dump off from Brunson to Hart around the foul line. Shot clock's winding down. Hart puts up a floater, knocks it down. Yeah. He gets a double-double tonight.
That was like a free throw line floater. That was nice. It was nice.
Yeah. So with that, Brunson's able to rack up those assists, man. And you can see that he does have the vision to be a playmaker more than what we probably expected. Just because the spacing on the court is much better than it was. But, hey, this is 2 games now where Brunson is now in double digits for assists. I'm curious to see, can he keep that up against a tough Philadelphia 76ers team, man? Because it's one thing to do this against the Bulls. Very impressive that he did it against the Timberwolves. No doubt about that. But I want to see if he can do that against the Philadelphia 76ers too.
Yeah, no question. No question about it. Well, at least you take care of business this week. You got a big win on Monday. You got a come from behind win against a scrappy Chicago team. So you start the week off 2-0, and then you go into Philly looking to make some noise. But I got to go back to, the defensive effort, man. I just love what I saw, especially in the third quarter. Julius, man, like his offense is certainly well-deserved in terms of the accolades. Another game with north of 20 points. He's got 30 in this game, 13 and 23, back in his bully ball bag. You love to see it. But you love to see the defensive effort on both ends, man. He had a nice sequence there in the third quarter. He saves a possession there for the Knicks, gets it back, hustles back on the other end, and then finishes over like 3 Chicago Bulls. That stuff is contagious, especially when it's your best players doing it. And so to see him leading on both ends and then, having fun out there with the crowd, with the team, I think that's a good spark, especially when they're trying to get things together. When your two best players are leading the way that way, you get a lot of confidence there.
You see Randle just slapping the court after bulldozing Alex Caruso and getting the and one. Man, dude looks like he's having so much fun out there. Maybe it is because of the spacing, but I mean that's part of it too, right? Like
Yeah.
with the open court, he's able to get downhill at a much easier rate. But it's interesting because for Randle this game, because the first half he looked kind of out of sorts. So like they were forcing it to Randle a lot, and it didn't seem like he was actually in rhythm. The Knicks as a whole just seemed out of sorts in the first half.
Yeah, very much
to start off the second half in the third quarter, they looked more poised, more organized, and they were ready to get to work. I mean, you have Chicago leading at halftime. Knicks were able to flip the switch and then didn't look back at all. I mean, sure, it got close in the fourth quarter, but the Knicks were just on a roll. Were on a roll where, led by Julius, led by Brunson, but you saw that in that third quarter, they were more intentional how to get Randle in the proper space in order to get him going. Because too much in the first half, it was like forcing him close to the 3-point line. He was trying to back guys down from the three, and it's like that doesn't work. You saw that as soon as they got it closer into like mid-range territory on the block, then he was able to get easier looks, find teammates who are open on the perimeter and kick out. Then the game just started to open up for him. But the thing that Randle has been doing this season, CP, and especially with this spacing, is that the cutting, the transition scoring. I mean, you had one from Dante where Dante just gets that easy outlet pass and Randle's just flying down the court. And then you talked about that hustle play where he's just running down the other end. It's just Randle's looking much different, man, than he has the other seasons where he's been all NBA, all-star caliber type player. This one's really different. The energy that he's just showing is on another level. But I love the hustle in transition because that's where he gets to utilize his strength the most, because it's just a Mack truck coming down the highway, and you don't want to be in front of that.
You don't want to be in front of that. You don't want to be in front of that, man. And he's playing like that, understanding his strengths out there, and that's what veteran players should be doing. And clearly with Randle, he certainly looks a lot more comfortable with his explosiveness, with his aggressiveness, and with his drives to the basket than he did back in October, right? Remember the ankle talk. Someone didn't want to buy it, but he clearly looks like a much different player, man, and he's playing very, very well. That sequence in the third quarter that we were talking about, it was they were up by 2 at that point. It's 5 minutes to go in the third. You get the Randle steal, comes back down, gets the points, and then on the next possession, you get a big Hart block. Comes back to Randle, Brunson to Randle for buckets. So defense to offense, you get 2 takeaways and 4 points within that 30-second span. So the Knicks go from up 2 to now up by 6 with 4 to go. And I thought that kind of started to stretch things open a little bit there for them in terms of just having that lead and kind of taking control. And then, the sequence in the fourth quarter that you had to love, which is, OG had picked up foul trouble early, so he was kind of ineffective in the first half. That's when DeRozan started to cook, right? We've seen this story before. DeRozan starts to cook. Then in the second half, you don't hear from him again. You don't hear from him again. And then in the fourth quarter, you had a sequence where you had an OG deflection, which led to Knick points. You had an OG offensive rebound, a tip-out offensive rebound. The Knicks miss it. He gets a steal off the loose ball and then dunks it in. I mean, 3 sequences of hustle plays in that fourth quarter. Chicago calls timeout, and that was pretty much the game, bro. That was the backbreaker right there.
Yeah. Chicago wasn't able to come back in this one after that. And yeah, it's because OG Anunoby gets back into the game, starts to shut down DeMar DeRozan. Like you saw, like every time DeRozan had OG on him, he's like, nope, not doing this. Not doing this whatsoever. That's the difference of having a 3-and-D player like OG who is so versatile. I mean, they had him on DeRozan. They had him on Kobe. And then even you see Kobe struggling. So when you have somebody like that's versatile defensively, it changes the whole game plan. And then this is where I just wish we had Mitch, man. I mean, Isaiah Hartenstein doing a great job right now. But Mitch as your safety valve, that's jail.
Yeah. No question. And that sequence that I spoke of, that ended at the 7-minute mark. The Knicks went from up by 4 to being up by 8 at that point. Chicago calls the timeout, and that was pretty much the game. That was pretty much the game from there. So great job by OG. You spoke about Hart. 20 rebounds for Hart, man. Drummond was a story in this game, and Drummond got his rebounds again. But how about Hart, man? 20 boards, 5 block shots. His last bucket, he slammed it on Drummond, screamed in his face, backing down. Hart swagged out right now. He's going to get a bag.
Yeah.
What a contribution tonight, man.
I'm going to ask you a tough question, CP.
Yeah. Are we? Yeah, go ahead. I'm ready for it.
Do you like Isaiah Hartenstein as the starting center moving forward? I mean, it's different, man, when you have a center that can score.
Yeah.
That can facilitate.
Listen, man. Listen. Can I just tell you something right now?
What are you telling me?
What did I tell you about this guy, man?
Oh, my God.
What did I tell you? Are you
Stop
not
avoiding
entertained?
the question.
Are you not entertained? I told you, and everybody at home about Isaiah Hartenstein years ago that we should have got this guy. You see what he's doing now? Do you see what I'm saying right now?
So are you paying Isaiah Hartenstein this offseason, CP, to keep him on the roster?
I don't know, man. Not sure.
Is he your starting center after the season?
No, you can't. You can't do that, man. It's too much money invested in your front court. I don't know. He could be a casualty. I don't even want to think about that right now. He's too important for the team right now. He's our guy right now. He's gonna get money, man. He's gonna get money. You can't pay everybody. So some guys are gonna be casualties, man. I think he might be. He's gonna overplay himself. He's gonna overplay his salary.
We're going to lose Blockenstein, man. I mean, he's
might.
been having critical blocks in every single game at this point.
5 blocks tonight?
Yeah.
I told you, man.
You want to tell me that? You don't answer the tough questions, do you?
I told you. No. You can't, you can't have so much money parked into your 5 spot like that. I don't see how it works that way.
Does he take a hometown discount if the Knicks are that good?
Well, I mean, the chemistry's certainly there. He loves the team. He loves Mitch. They got the center connection, but how do you tell him to pass that down? He's been a backup player his entire career, in and out of the league. Multiple teams. You got to go get that bag, man.
It's been on Houston, Cleveland.
Yeah, you got to go
Clippers.
get that bag, man.
Now he's looking great on the Knicks.
Yeah. Seems like he settled in here, but business is business, man. You got to go get that money. But we can't think about that right now because he's too important for this team, man. But tonight, outstanding.
Yo, he went toe-to-toe with Andre Drummond.
He went toe-to-toe with Drummond.
I was a little concerned because Drummond was making a case for how he's back. You know, this guy was like what seemed like on his last leg, almost out of the league. And then now has his resurgence. He's getting like 16 boards a game, 25 boards. He's doing all this stuff. I was like, is Hartenstein ready for this challenge?
Good for him, man. Well deserved.
And he was.
Outstanding tonight, man. Outstanding.
I'm so happy he hit those free throws to get a double-double, man.
Yeah.
He deserved that double-double.
Yeah, he did. Absolutely. We're going to get to your phone calls. Call us up, 657-383-1509. Of course, you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord. And if you do, for our franchise channel members, you get the expressway into the phones, man. You get direct access to us, and you get to skip the line. So on the Discord, we're going to load up a couple guys. We're going to get to them, and we're going to hear from them just a short. I want to shout out a $50 super chat from the Rhyme Animal. Chuck D says, I have never seen a 5 play like Hart did for the Knicks tonight. Maybe Camby. To me, he's no longer a 22-minute center. Defense, passing, hustle, shot blocking, footwork, ability to catch, switch. Never seen a Knicks 5 do it like that. Dave Cowens.
Sounds like the Rhyme Animal saying that's our starting center.
Sounds like he's saying it. Shout out to Charlie Correa, $20 super chat says, love the team energy. Spacing is great. Defensive hustle is great. Hartenstein is a monster, and we have a bona fide defender and OG, also DiVincenzo playing well. Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to Charlie. Happy New Year. Shout out to John Smith, Al, $20 super chat says, happy New Year. Salute Knicks. Great win. How much time should we give our bench? I'm happy we have a favorable schedule. I'll give them time to get it together. Hopefully loving our starters. Well, the good thing is they have a home-heavy schedule in January. So they'll have a good enough opportunity to gel in a friendly atmosphere and then you worry about what this thing looks like when the February trade deadline comes about. I think you have to give it that amount of time. But what they say, the DeJounte Murray's eligible to be traded for January 6th.
Yes.
So I guess that's one key date between then and the deadline. And then you just have to see. But, for a team like this, if you want to make the playoffs, you can't go in there with a bench like this. It's not going to work. They're not going to make it.
Nope.
So, yeah.
I mean, you have Kristen Winfield, new beat reporter for the New York Knicks, covering for the Daily News this year. Yeah, he just tweeted out Tom Thibodeau on Jaylen Brunson's minutes. He's fine. 38 minutes. That's what these guys play.
Yeah, I mean, he's right, but, Brunson, you got to be careful, man. Like, you got to be careful. Here's the soundbite here, and appreciate the alley-oop, Al. We're going to get to the calls, and we're going to get to Super Chat shortly. But, as we segue here, we might as well just go to relevant content. So here is Thibs on the minutes of his players. Here he is, courtesy of SNY. Here you go.
And I think he prepares himself well for whatever he has to do, as does Julius. That's one of their great traits. Both guys, they take great care of themselves and they work. So if they have to play more, they'll play more. And but I have a lot of confidence in the guys that we have. I think we just need a little bit of time to hopefully we're better tomorrow, and then at the end of the week we're better, and at the end of the month we're better. I just want us to keep improving. I don't know, he's fine. 38 minutes. That's what you guys play. And
all right. So there was a question from Christian, and I mean, look, he is right. In a game, 38 minutes is okay in a game. But, it's something that you got to watch, especially as the season continues. You don't want to put too much on your two guys, especially Brunson, man. The way he attacks downhill, the injuries that he had last year, you certainly want to you want to tread lightly, man. It's not sustainable to have Jaylen and Julius have to shoulder that load for IQ's absence. Clearly, they're playing like that. I think their concerted playmaking effort is a result of understanding that they have to fill that void. But I think that you really need to get them some help. You got to get them some help, man. OG's not gonna serve you in that regard. You got to get him some help.
41 minutes, 38 minutes. I get it if it's like one game, like out of a blue moon. I just can't get behind that quote. Because, look, we saw, like, Randle led the team in games played last year. He's up there in minutes. You saw the injury, the ankle injury, and we saw after that Celtics game last year, double OT, he was just not the same player. He looked exhausted, man.
Yeah.
And you saw that exhaustion led to injury, which it typically does, and then he wasn't available to play healthy in the playoffs. Brunson, you talked about all the injuries last year that we see. He plays with an aggressive play style, likes to attack downhill, uses a lot of strong stops.
Yeah, right.
Pivots.
Right.
It's
That's
like
what I mean.
it adds the wear and tear onto your body. I mean, he hurt his foot last year while playing.
Yeah.
So I get what Thibs is saying, but it's also like there has to be someone saying, Thibs, like, I get that these guys can play a lot, that they want to play a lot of minutes. In certain circumstances, you have to play them a lot of minutes, but you have to rest them. I mean, that's what the Bucks have notoriously done with Giannis. It's like 32, 33 minutes, cut. That's what we do until we get to the playoffs. That's what they did with Jokic before the playoffs last year. They're like, all right, we're going to rest you so that way you're fresh for that long postseason run. And, like, that's just the issue right now is that these guys, because the bench problem hasn't been solved yet, you're still going to give them time to gel. So I don't like it, man. I don't like it.
Something to watch, definitely something to watch. I mean, I don't think it's their goal to go, try to make the playoffs with this team, but you got to see who you can get. History has shown you that by the deadline, they try to make that margin deal, whether it's to get a Derrick Rose, or whether it's to get a Cam, or whether it's to get a Josh Hart. So we'll see if they can find another piece in that mold. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Salute to JCal Al, a franchise channel member for 11 months. He says, yo, sign up as a member, fam. Yeah, shout out to all of our franchise channel members, and we would definitely encourage the people to join the franchise channel members, man. It's an excellent membership. $4.99, less than a cup of coffee, and you get quality access to KFTV, easy pass on the Discord, discounts to merch, discounts to the KFTV watch parties, and much, much more. So definitely tap in. $50 super chat from J. Cal Al says, OG has contributed more to winning in 2 games than RJ did all season. J. Cal, are we forgetting the playoffs here?
I'm about to say, come on.
Come on, J. Cal. Talk about kicking the guy when he's out of the door. Shout out to Brunson as the super. No, but you know what? In that vein, man, you know, you got to talk about, like I said, that fourth quarter, man. That deflection that he had in the fourth. I'm not sure who else gets that ball, man. That's due to wingspan. You know, Another guy, RJ Alessa, I mean, they got to jump for that. Or they got to lean out to try to deflect that pass. I mean, that was a big play and very impressive. You know, there's one play where he's fronting the Andre Drummond.
Yep.
And I'm just like, at that point, I'm just like,
1 through
okay.
5, CP.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is different, man. This is just different. You know, he's fronting Andre Drummond with no help. Different.
The thing too, CP, is that he has sneaky athleticism.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't it doesn't seem like he would pop off the screen with his hops, but then you just watch some of those dunks and he's like, those 2-hand dunks are just way too easy for him. It's like, I'm not expecting a dunk. I'm expecting like a nice soft lay-in. Next thing you know, he's just 2-hand jamming it. And I'm like, did you even get up that high?
Right. Well, wingspan, man. All right, let's get to our people, man. On the Discord, Chauncey, go ahead and unmute your mic.
CP, Alex, how we doing?
Good, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, man. So my thoughts post-trade so far is, I mean, OG just completely transforms the defense. I love what I'm seeing. My main concern right now is the minutes. I don't think it's sustainable. You know, I know McBride, he doesn't show that much confidence, but I think we got to play him more than 8 minutes. I think Brunson, Randle, they're going to start to break down, especially Hartenstein. He's stepped up great. I love what I'm seeing. But we give him credit for playing all 82, but he plays all 82 when he's playing 17, 20 minutes a night. Now he's playing 38. So I know for guard, you guys mentioned Sexton or Clarkson.
Clarkson was the talk, yeah.
Yeah, I like those guys. Just the thought of dealing with Danny Ainge again, it just doesn't really appeal to me. But I mean, if they get that done, that'd be cool. As far as big man, though, if you guys remember when Mason Plumlee on the Clippers got injured, they picked up Tice. And now Plumlee, he's cleared to play, but they're Tyronn Lue's still rolling with Tice as their backup center. So what do you think? Maybe call the Clippers about Mason Plumlee.
Anybody at this point. I'd be totally fine with him. But I would have to think the Clippers would keep him. They would have to. I would have to think they want to keep their depth. Tice has been a big pickup for them, a good pickup. They have Zubats. Maybe they keep Plumlee. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, for the Knicks, anybody would help. I still think they need front court depth. And then with the McBride situation, I don't have any confidence in him as a playmaker. He could probably serve as a nice off ball player as he usually has. But they need somebody that can play make out there with experience. And right now with him, he's never been a guy that can do that on a consistent basis. That's where the concern lies, because now you're putting more on Brunson and Randle to be everything for them right now. So we'll have to see, but appreciate the comment. Too Cold T Cole, we're gonna try you again, man. You've been trying for like a week to get it right on the Discord. Too Cold, let's go.
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, man. You
hey,
with us, man.
I'm 2 for 2 since being a franchise channel member.
There
so
you go. Yeah.
Get that membership, y'all.
Yep.
I'm feeling the defense from Anunoby. It's all about the little things that he does, just like with Josh Hart. The ball movement looked really, really great tonight. Hartenstein getting those 20 rebounds, all day, like the talk's been pretty much about like the resurgence of Drummond, how he's looking like the Pistons Drummond, getting all these boards and everything. And for Hartenstein to come in, get 20 boards with those 5 blocks, I love it. I love it. And, with Anunoby, I mean, we're not really expecting him to drop 30, but I mean, when he gets in the paint, he's going to score. And, when we had RJ, sometimes we wasn't too sure if that was going to happen, but I'm hoping before the trade deadline, we can make a few more moves so we can try to beef up our bench. And we definitely need to get another center because all these minutes, I mean, this is what Thibs does. He breaks down his guys. So we got to keep Jaylen Brunson good, and Julius, I'm liking what he's doing right now. He's making all the right plays, not turning over the ball too much, doing that little spin turnaround jumper that he usually turns over the ball. Mm-hmm. So he's doing it right now. So I'm liking what I'm seeing, and hopefully we can just keep improving. Thank you, yo. Have a good night.
Cole, good to hear from you, man. Live and direct on the Discord. As he said, join the Fanchise channel members, man. And we had a couple other people join earlier today, Al. I may have missed. Shout out to J Live. Shout out to JC Binder. Shout out to Ariel Slore and Tyson McCullers. Welcome to the Fanchise channel members, man. A lot of people joining. There we go. All right. Back to it. We got J Cal on the Discord. J Cal, let's go.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I got to call in every game if it's going to be like this.
Hey, let's do it.
Every game. This is two games and one breaking news special in a row.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't mean to kick RJ on the way out, but he, compared to OG, the difference is so great. This is a massive gap, and consistency is so important. And you get the sense that OG is super consistent. I don't know if you guys noticed, 2 steals a game, both games, he's getting those steals. The defensive intensity is obviously there, but he's shooting 58%. He only takes great shots. Compare those kind of things, and obviously got 7 rebounds, or 8 this game and 6 last game. He is playing amazingly consistently and at a high energy level, and it has changed everything. We talked about spacing last game. I mean, this is unbelievable. Did we just have how many? I know he had 14 assists last game, Brunson. How many assists did he have tonight? 13
tonight.
So he set a record last time, and he almost hit the record again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how much more evidence do we need than Brunson doing 27 assists in 2 games? Randall's at 70 points over the last 2 games or something, and then I'm jumping out the window right now. I think we have to start talking about maybe where. It's obvious we're the 4th or 5th best team in the East, but maybe we're better than Philly, and this is why Friday's game is going to be really interesting. If we beat Philly on Friday, and then Embiid gets knocked out, in the first, second round again, I don't know. Maybe he says, I want to go play with that team. I want to play with those dogs. I mean, Spider wants to come here now. And this is what's so great about building a patient, winning culture. We have been patient. We built a culture. And now the entire league realizes it. I don't know if you watch these Stephen A. Smith tonight or whatever. He's like, I guess they're okay. I guess they're slightly better.
I heard he jumped all the way out the window tonight on the pregame telecast. I mean, to talk about the last thing on earth I would ever want to watch. But that's what I heard. Yeah.
So I think Friday's a big test for us. I don't know what you guys think, but where would you put this team after 2 games, CP, in terms of the East? Who's better? Who's clearly better than us, and who are we on par with? That's my question.
We can't even think about that till Friday after the game. Let's see them go in there and beat these guys. I mean, it's tall order. It's a tall order.
We beat them, man. If I beat them, I'm getting parachutes for everybody. Parachutes on me. We're all.
You already know. If we beat them, Friday's show is going to be on steroids. You know that.
Man, we're gonna break another record.
Yeah.
All right, listen, give a thumbs up, and everybody, just for a cup of coffee, think about how great it is that every night after the game we have somewhere to go.
Yeah.
That is not ignorant.
Yeah.
Or bought and paid for commentation. We have a community here. This community is worth $5 a month. Shoot the goddamn locks off your wallet. I want to see 10 people become members right now. That's it. I'm out.
J Cal on the Discord, issuing the challenge for a worthwhile cause. You can listen to Stephen A. and Gilbert Arenas babble all day about nothing.
That Gilbert Arenas one is like the absolute worst.
Bro, I'm sorry, man. I just sometimes, I know it's all entertainment, but sometimes I'm just not with the theatrics, man. My guy Josiah is sitting right there with the computer. That's the worst thing. He got the computer right in front of you. And he's like, the highest payroll in the league. I'm like, yo, bro.
17th.
It's 2024, man. What are we talking about, man?
We're 17th this season, CP, in cap. Yet he says we're the highest in the league. And then, we need superstars. Anthony Edwards. Okay.
Like, bro, Josiah got the computer right there, bro.
How are you saying that we have the highest salary when we're 17th, and then you say superstars, and you put Jalen Green up there? What are we doing?
Skills talking, man.
CP, I get entertainment, but at some point, it's just it's just nonsense.
Nonsense, man.
Like, can we at least do some research? Because then you're gonna have. This is my thing. Is that then you're gonna have people just going out there like, the Knicks have like one of the highest cap, and it's like, says who?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
Show me.
Knowledge
and
is
that's
power,
why you should
man.
come here.
Yeah. Let's go to John Smith, man. Is this the John Smith?
This is the John Smith, man.
Let's go.
I'm excited about what's happening, man.
Let's
Salute
go
to you, brothers.
Salute.
You got an awesome team, man. Listen,
Great
man,
team.
my concern is putting Randle in there with the bench, man. I think that in order for our bench to grow, we need to have Randle on the bench at that time, man, because I think they refer to him a little bit too much. And they they walking around scared to do stuff, man. What are your thoughts on that? I love the game tonight.
You got to have a straw that's going to stir the drink, man. You can't just have, 5 bench players and no true point guard out there. They'll just be passing the ball around the perimeter, man, playing hot potato. You got to go to somebody that can play me.
Can't they put somebody other than Randle in there, man? I mean, because you saw the turnovers taking place as soon as he got in.
Well, they had, Brunson got the first shot at it. But then they have to stagger those minutes. You got to stagger it somehow. I don't know. It's going to be worthwhile watching, man. We'll see what happens on Friday.
Yeah. How long you going to give our bench to get it together? What are your thoughts on that?
You got a month and a half left. When's the deadline now? 15th?
Yeah, I think it's the 15th.
February 15th or whenever it is.
Well, listen, man, salute to you, brothers, man.
Yep.
I love what y'all doing, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to join the team as soon as I get off the line here, man. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it, John. John Smith on the check-in. 914, you from YO too?
Yeah, I'm from Fishkill, New York.
Okay. There we go.
That's what's up, man.
There we go,
Appreciate
man.
you.
Salute. Yep, absolutely. Call back anytime. John Smith on the check-in. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Knicks win 116-100. Tale of two halves. Came out the gates a little up and down, a lot of turnovers, just sloppy play. Really, that's what really kept the Bulls alive. And then once OG Anunoby picked up his 2 fouls, DeMar DeRozan was cooking. But second half, Knicks locked in defensively, across the board, man. Randle, man, incredible. High Hart. OG, great job.
Solid win.
Solid win.
Solid team win, man. And the trade deadline is February 8th.
8th. All right, so we got just about a month.
Yeah, just about a month.
Yeah.
So, do you take the full month? Do you take 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Probably take 3 weeks, and then you start figuring, and then you start making calls and saying, "Hey, what's Brogdon going to cost?
Yeah.
What's Clarkson going to cost? What's Sexton going to cost?" You start asking around. Maybe even think about Terry Rozier.
Yeah.
As an option. But the thing is, man, like, you're going to need, like, I know it looked bad with Randall out there, but the thing is that if I'm the Bulls and all I see is McBride, Grimes, Hart, and Precious, I'm like, oh, there's only one guy that can create.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give any space whatsoever.
Yeah.
You probably want to be honorable to Grimes just because he can shoot the 3, but everybody else, you're not giving any space for Randall to work.
Too easy, man. Too easy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. TM put in the chat that he was waiting for a super chat to come in. And it has arrived. Hang tight. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP and Alex on the ones and twos. KFTV rocking once again. I gotta read this super chat though, Al. I'm trying to pull it up here. Hang tight because we have to capture this here. Okay, here it is. Let me get the theme music up as well. Let me get the theme music up here. Okay. Here we go. You know, Julius Randle just had a 30-piece tonight. So, as is the case when Julius cooks, we get a super chat from our guy.
The other music.
Yes, the other music. And here it is from Mr. Robert Randolph. King Julius is the best Knick since Ewing. The next trade coming in the next week. Knicks will have a champ squad. Mitch, Grimes, Fournier, and a first. Once a Knick. Big player coming. Mr. Robert Randolph, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. He doesn't say. He gives us different trades all the time.
All I can say is thank you for acknowledging Julius's night tonight and not just, knocking down RJ.
Yeah. It's Mr. Robert Randolph, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wednesday.
Sergeant Sources.
Yeah, Sergeant Sources. It's Wednesday, but it's Friday somewhere else.
He is out in the trenches, answering the phones.
He's working the phones,
carrier pigeons.
When he's not
signals.
When he's not working on Grammy award-winning hits, he's working the phones for us, man. Double duty.
Carrier pigeons, smoke signals. He's doing it all.
Absolutely. So what did he say again? Let me see. Mitch, Grimes, Fournier, plus the first, and then he gets cryptic with it at the end. Once a Knick. Doesn't even finish the whole saying. And then he says, big player coming. Hey, you people at home, you be the judge. You be the judge, man. You guys want to put on the tinfoil hats? This is a judgment-free zone.
He said best Knicks since Ewing?
Yeah.
He's just gonna do Melo like that dirty? Sheesh.
Everybody likes to kick Melo on the way out. I'm not gonna do that.
Nope.
I refuse to do that. I'm team stay Melo. But Jules is balling, man. There's no mistake. There's no question.
But to just disregard Melo like that, that's,
I can't do that.
No. You know what that is, CP?
Yeah.
That's nasty work.
Yeah, it is. It is. I didn't really appreciate that from Robert, man. That's beneath him.
I got a question. Do you think Robert just hangs out with like a tin can on a string when he makes these phone calls, man?
Shout out to Robert. Shout out to ECSM. Welcome to the Fanchise channel members. Bill McHenry, welcome. SG Fudge, salute, man. Salute. Shout out to Jamaica Queens 22, Al. I don't think they ever miss a second of this show.
Nope.
Yeah. I heard my guy Alec Burks did something good. We'll check for those highlights. Al, if you find those highlights, we'll get to that.
Just check Twitter.
Okay. All right.
You were added. I'll send it to you in the chat.
Okay, cool. Al, who's this X again on the Discord? I keep forgetting the name, but let's get to them.
X was Carlo.
Carlo from the Philippines. Let's go. He might be late for work. We got to get to him.
Yeah, boy. Kamusta kayo mga pamilya ko on KnicksFanTV? I have a smile on my face right now.
Absolutely.
Kamusta kayo, Alex and CP?
Doing well, man. How you feeling, man? 116-100. We got the dub, man.
Yep. Check this out. Since OG, who was our last legit wing defender? I can't remember anyone. I haven't seen someone who's defensive oriented as OG, or as I would call him, the OG Anunoby. He's a dog, scrappy defensive player. That's why I don't mind the 6 fouls on that Wolves games. On that Wolves game. It just shows us that his hands and feet are constantly moving defensively. Mm-hmm. That steal and the finish in the fourth quarter got me off my seat there. He clamped that boy DeRozan so well, and he played with a smile on his face.
Yeah.
That first half is too hard to watch, though. I think the team is overzealous, too unselfish on those instances.
Yeah.
that resulted into turnovers. So for old heads like me, whenever the cardiac Knicks showed up, I just take my anti-hypertensive drugs before the game. We understand that we have
Cardiac
new
Knicks.
players and they got to establish chemistry
Yeah.
first, and we the fans just got to be patient and just trust the process. But they flipped the switch come fourth quarter and the chemistry kicks in. Jaylen Brunson is so resilient. He comes back stronger after every bad game.
Yep. True.
I have nothing to say. He's unbelievable. Ball is moving. Another double-digit assist for Captain Clutch. Hartenstein looking like the Kembe Light with those blocks and rebounds.
Yep.
He got 5 or 6 blocks and 20 plus rebounds. Those are Mutombo numbers.
Yep,
And
yep.
coincidentally, he's wearing number 55. We need to resign this dude next year.
My guy
And
Carlo
I've
is
also-
dropping bars in the chat right now from the Philippines,
also-
man. Philippines stand
I've
up.
also
Go ahead, man.
Yep.
I had to put some respect on
I
the name.
also
Go
proven
ahead.
something.
Yeah.
The team watches this show. Number 1 show for the fans by the fans. They're listening to fans' advice.
Yeah.
They are now more composed. I don't see any technical fouls by
Yeah.
Josh and Julius in these last 2 games. Though Julius sometimes get caught on that spinneroonie, it's all right. His teammates just must communicate with him though.
Yeah.
And tell him that that there's a trap coming on his way on the blind side. But I'm riding with Julius all the way. I don't think Leon's gonna trade him. I know you're watching Julius, but keep attacking the rim. Just eat
Let's
them
go.
up. One last thing. I saw a video of Stephen A about this trade the other day.
Yeah.
And it's not that I listened to him. It's just it came to my news feed. But
Okay.
I'm glad he disregarded this trade because for every 10 takes this man mentions, 11 of them are
Get
wrong.
him.
He
Get
said
him.
the Knicks will not
Let's
improve
go.
offensively, blah, blah, blah.
Let's go.
Again, he's wrong. And that includes Gilbert Arenas,
Yo.
who has a horrible research team on what talent is.
They had a computer
Our
sitting in
offense
his
is more
lap.
fluid because we got guys that plays off ball. It makes Randall and JB more fluid. And that's why I'm not sold with DeJounte Murray coming here since you're adding another ball-dominant player that we already saw when we traded RJ. So
Yeah.
I don't think there are pieces in the market available for us right now. The best fits the team. I don't think they're making another big splash mid-season trade. Again, that fourth quarter, that 17-4 run was phenomenal. Without the turnovers, our winning margin could be at least 30 points. So this is a good win for us. Let's take this one game at a time.
Let's go.
Build more chemistry, and let's wait patiently on that one missing piece.
Let's
So
go.
That's all I have to say.
Yo,
I'm in a good mood right now.
Yeah, yo, Carlo, man. I mean, you took up all 24 seconds of the shot clock. You must be off for work today, man. Usually you call you in a rush. I mean, you really took your time with this one, man.
Forget that. I'm not going to work.
Let's go. They can wait, man. You know, we got enough
Yeah,
super
they can
chats
wait,
here
they can
tonight.
wait.
We'll send a donation to you, man. Shout out to Carlo, man.
Yeah.
That's what
Thank
I'm
you.
talking
Thank you
about,
for taking
man.
my call.
Let the boss know what's up, man. Number 1 show for the fans by the fans in Manila, in New York City, in Los Angeles, wherever it is, man. We out here rocking, man. My guy Carlo's
Hey.
dropping bombs in here, Al.
And on a personal note,
Yeah.
CP, I just got my U.S. tourist visa approved last December.
There we
hoping
go.
to visit New York this year and watch the game live for the first time.
Let's go, man. Hit us up, man. We'll go together,
Thank
man.
you. Thank you.
Carlo from the Philippines. Philippines, stand up, Al. That was a call of the night, man.
There's no competition, man.
Yeah.
No competition.
What could you say that what could you say that you disagree with or that you could counter?
I love the spinneroonie. I
The
thought that had
spinneroonie
me
was
rolling.
good. Yeah. You know? Clap that Stephen A. I like that, man. Philippines,
Came with the
stand
energy,
up.
the passion, the heat.
That was a 5-star call, man. Great call. Great call. Call back anytime, man. Great call.
Yeah, throw some JD chef emojis for the 50 burger.
He was cooking.
Because he was cooking for sure.
He was cooking. Let me snotty salute. Yeah, we got to get him some gear to the Philippines, man. If anybody's headed over there, let me know, man. If you'll pack a barrel or something.
My man said pack a bag. That's how I know you're Jamaican.
Why Jamaicans would get that joke? Well, salute to him, man. Great job. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. The Discord is rocking right now, man. Like, you know, I see people on the phones for sure. I definitely want to get to you guys. But, you know, the Discord is cooking right now, man. I got to get to my people on the Discord. Let me get to Rambo, because Rambo called in during the show that we did earlier today. Shout out my guy, Brian Gelseiler. If you guys saw that show, me and Gels, we cooked. We were cooking on that one. Shout out to everybody that came in. We had 2,000 people rocking on a lunchtime matinee edition of the show. But we had Rambo on the line. We didn't get a chance to get to him. So, Rambo, let's go.
Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Yep.
Hey, man, first off, shout out to that matinee show, man, because that was the show to watch at work. It was so smooth, man. Shout out to, all the sponsors, Underdog Fantasy. I told you Brunson's assist was going to go up, man. I like this team right now. We're looking good. This front office did their job. And you guys sent me through a rabbit hole with my tinfoil hat today with all these trades. And I want this guy and I want that guy. And at the end of it, I'm done with it. I don't want no trades. We got a good place. What I want is I want a superstar, a star to come out and say, I want to go to the Knicks. Okay, we got a desirable place. I want somebody who wants to be here. I want somebody to make their way, come out and say it, put their agent, put their publicist on block, and come and say, I want to go to the Knicks. Don't worry about what the media says. We got the most craziest, delusional, loyal fans. We got your back.
Okay.
All right? This is where y'all want to be. Let's go.
Let's go.
Because this team is where we at, man.
Let's go.
Real quick, man. That's it, man. Rapid fire. I'm going to holler at y'all.
My guy, Rambo from Tampa in the building, man. Rambo, salute to you, man. Rapid fire, man.
Fire show this afternoon.
Fire show, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, shout out to Brian Gelseiler, man. A lot of people, because, some people don't have Sirius, you guys got to tap into Sirius, man. Bro, Brian, he's serious. Him and Sam Mitchell have been putting in work. But, when I do the weekend show with Sam, it's when I'm covering for Brian. Like, it was when he's out. So we've never gotten a chance to do a show on series together because he does the lead and Sam kind of does the color commentary, if you will, or the co-hosting duties. So I usually fill in for Brian, but he's good, man. He's a seasoned vet. He's been doing it for a long time. OG Rhyme Animal Chuck D will tell you. We're gonna get Chuck on in a bit, but Chuck will tell you Brian is serious with it. He's definitely good, man.
He's serious with it on Sirius.
There you go. No pun intended. Shout out to Blade Pinderhughes out. $10 super chat. Salute to the family. Now that we got OG, can we officially kill the Mikal Bridges rumors? We definitely need a microwave scoring option. Yeah, I didn't really, I never really saw that coming to fruition. Woj just said today that the Nets intend to build around Mikal Bridges. All right.
How?
Yeah, I don't know. It's the New Jersey Nets, man.
Who? I was talking about this with Andrew on the show today for the NBA Report. Donovan Mitchell to the Nets. I'm like, who are you sending out in that deal to go get Donovan Mitchell? M. Johnson?
I try to tell people nobody cares about that team, man. But good luck. Good luck on your journey. Good luck. Redman's MagFed Games $5 Super Chat says McBride needs more reps. I believe in the kid. Would love to pick up Murray. Great win tonight. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, tonight, you see DeRozan cooking out. You see the bench struggling. Did it sway your opinion on either a DeRozan or Murray acquisition one way or the other just after watching these couple of games post-trade?
Probably lean more towards Murray than DeRozan. I think Murray makes sense just the fit wise. I know people say like they watch what's happening, and I was listening to Brian what he said how Brunson's a more ball dominant guard or probably similar to Trae Young, but the difference is that Brunson could play off ball. Like we've seen that over in Dallas. I don't think he like Brian didn't mention that. Trae has never had to play off ball. I think that's one of the things. And like offensively, it's fine in Atlanta, but like defensively, I don't think the scheme works to their skill set. I mean, you talked about how Capella's not as what Capella used to be. So if he's not your safety valve and you're asking DeJounte just to be your, I guess, to some degree, your lone perimeter defender, it's not going to cut it, man, especially when you're going to ask him to score too. So I think I think he'd be a solid fit. DeRozan, like I get that. I mean, you just need somebody to stagger with that second unit, right? I mean, they could all start, and what I'm seeing is that you can have another starter like that and then just consistently stagger them with that second unit so that way somebody's out there scoring. But I'm not looking to do the Bulls any favor.
Yeah.
And also you got to think about the timeline too. Like I think it makes more sense to get someone younger like Murray to stay on the timeline than DeRozan, who's coming down to the end of his contract, who's getting older.
Yeah.
I think it makes more sense for this Knicks team to go younger. I think they've shown that too, that they're looking to stay young. They haven't really, like, even when you look at the OG Anunoby trade, they're looking to stay young. They're not looking for somebody older. They're looking for someone who can fit the timeline of Brunson and Randle.
Yeah. It's interesting with those two guys. You know, that's what I said with Brian on today's show early. It's like, I still don't see a great fit with the starters, but I see a great fit for the bench. And neither of these, neither of those two guys would want to come here for that role, but I see both of them like doing a really good job with this bench and really making this team a lot stronger. It's with the starters where I'm just like, how impactful would that be? Obviously, as two, scorers, sure, it could help in ways, but like you've just seen so much efficiency out of this starting unit with the way that OG and Dante are out there on the wings. I'm not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. But for the bench, with how shorthanded they are, those two guys could definitely help.
Would you want either Murray or DeRozan? Is there somebody that you're leaning towards?
The better defender, always. I'm going to lean towards.
Yeah, that's how I look at
toward
it
the
too.
better defender. The Murray thing is still interesting because I just don't know. With this team, they've never taken on long-term contracts like that. And would they want to? And if you consider that you're gonna pay OG northwards of 30, Brunson's gonna get close to 50, probably Julius as well. So is that the team that you're really gonna go to war with for your future? Unless DeJounte's a stepping stone to Spider. Is it do you go temporary acquisition here for DeJounte and then try to go get Spider in the summer, trade him for Spider?
Is Rich Paul okay with that? Is he okay with that?
Will Leon playing a little checkers? Boy, oh boy, then that bridge would be incinerated.
Yeah.
Don't ever call us again.
Right. Or do you just make the simple move, CP, and do you just go get a Brogdon?
Like Richard Allen's in the chat says, Brogdon's always injured, but he's a perfect player to go get. They need a smart
he could be your
playmaker
off the bench,
veteran, efficiency, defense, just durability, man.
And if you have Thibs talking about minutes like tonight, Brogdon's gonna be playing minutes.
Yeah, Brogdon is definitely gonna be playing minutes, man. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code KFTV for an instant deposit match up to $100. We got our Game of the Week preview tomorrow with Knicks and Philly on Thursday.
That's right.
And then Game of the Week, play-by-play, hosted by JD Sports Talk.
Oh!
Yeah. Friday.
He's back.
Friday, yep. Back
JD's
in action. Yep, back in
Did
action.
JD send the facts? Did he send you the facts of Jordan?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he sent the facts. So, big things in store, man. Big things in store. Shout out to our franchise channel members once again. Also, other announcements, Al. The West Coast link-up is getting closer and closer to reality. January 13th, put a placeholder in there. My West Coast, Los Angeles, San Fran, wherever you guys at out there. We're getting a band together, man, out in L.A. Saturday, January 13th. 4 p.m. Pacific time, CP The Fanchise, Jesus Nice, and the Left Coast Knicks co-hosting a Knicks fan meetup and watch party in Los Angeles. Let's get it going.
Wow. Jesus is going to be there.
Jesus Nice, man. Yep. Good. Got a good one going.
That's going to be sick.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, for my LA, for my West Coast people, put that placeholder in there. MLK weekend, January 13th, Los Angeles. We are on the way. Okay. All right, let's get some more people in here. Al, let's load up. I'm going to load up on the Discord. In the meantime, let me hit the phones. Giovanni from Miami. Giovanni, what's going on? Giovanni, going once. Oh, Edgar. Yep.
Mike is good. Sound is good.
Yo, yeah, you loud and clear, God. What's good?
Oh, it's good, CP. What's good, Al?
Good, man.
Hey, today was a good game. I mean, I think we need to stop. I mean, I won't say we, but Knicks Nation as a whole,
yeah,
need to stop killing Julius Randle. I think the front office is going in as JB's are 1A and Randall's are 1B. I think now with these picks, they're just going to go ahead and make side moves because we never had Julius Randle and Brunson play while Julius Randle went into the postseason healthy because that first time he was in the playoffs, you know, they was able to double team him and he had no help like this team.
You saying like, okay, go ahead. Throw your name out there.
I think a name to throw out there, too, to get on the bench, he played with us before, is Alec Burks.
Okay.
He's still cooking. He could play a backup. He could play a backup ball handler.
All right.
I think Cole Anthony is a name we should consider.
Okay, no chance.
And I think James Wiseman with that Alec Burks makes sense money-wise and in the short term because both of them contracts are done by the year.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it, man. So appreciate you guys. I watch you guys every night.
Appreciate it, man. Salute to Giovanni in the 305. Salute, man. No, I don't think it's where they see these two guys as like the pieces that you're going to build the entire team around. You still need a guy. You still need another guy. I mean, your competition is loading up. You know, Philly's got Maxey and the MVP and Embiid, and they still might go out and get Siakam. They're going to be dangerous if they do that. You got Boston with 4. You got Milwaukee with their big 3. Like, you know, let's get realistic. we still need more help here. You know, we're not going to turn Jaylen Brunson and Julius Randle into Jordan Pippen. Like, let's keep building the team. We still got a lot of work to do. You know,
unless they believe OG can be that third option, like, which he's good in his role right now. I mean, he's also talked about wanting a larger role, right? That's why there was always the talks of wanting to leave Toronto. The Knicks could see how far that goes this season, and then make that type of determination. But I mean, if you're hearing the rumors of DeJounte Murray, if you're hearing, even though you had Mark Stein saying that the Knicks are in no rush to acquire Donovan Mitchell or even pursuing that right now, I think where you hear the Knicks are is that they're looking for that next guy, to pair up with these guys. So it's just the fit that you got to think of. Like, do you want another ball dominant player? Or are you looking for somebody that's capable of playing more off ball, who can be an isolation scorer as well, which is probably what you're looking for. Right.
I'm telling you, man, I could be totally wrong with this when this whole thing is said and done. I just think
LaMelo Ball,
the second time around for Spider will play into their favor because, like I told Brian, everything is aligning. Like with Cleveland not motivated to trade him now. It doesn't make sense for them to trade him now. And then him going into the next offseason with 1 year left on his deal, that's the leverage. That's the leverage. Now they have it. They had to wait a while. They had to wait a number of years to get it. That's the leverage. You didn't have that when you were going up against Ainge, right? And then you had a sleeper team come in and snag him. Now they got the leverage. Take it into next summer, you have the leverage. He's got a player option after that. And so now he can go to them and say, hey, look, I'm opting out and I'm probably going to leave. So to either get your pieces now or you lose for nothing.
So don't you think it kind of be crazy if the Cavs don't explore that option now, because then they're getting essentially pennies on the dollar because they had to move Markkanen, Sexton, Agbaji, 2 first rounders, and a pick swap to go get him. You're not getting all that back.
Yeah.
You could theoretically get most of that back if you traded him now, though, by the deadline.
That's true. That is true. But I would also have to think like they would want to see this unit continue together just to see what happens in a playoff run. I mean, they're right below the Knicks. That 4 through 8 is separated by 1 game. You never know what could happen once Mobley and and Garland get healthy. I that's why I don't see why they'd be so motivated to trade him now, right in this second.
Well, I can tell you that Knicks Nation really would love Donovan Mitchell. From the poll that I sent out earlier today.
What'd they
CP, I
say?
sent out a poll asking Knicks Nation, which player would you rather have on this current roster? I had DeJounte Murray, Donovan Mitchell. 1,649 people voted. 71% Donovan Mitchell.
There you go. There you go, man. Yeah, that's just my theory. That's just me putting my tinfoil hat on. So, Haas on the Discord. Haas, go ahead and unmute your mic.
How
you feeling, bro?
I'm good. You know, got to win. I mean, It was a little bit sloppy, but we here. Quick rapid fire. I had two questions real quick. I'm curious on how early you think these guys should pull the trigger on re-signing OG after 2 games. Like, we're just seeing a cusp, a little bit of what is going to happen. So yeah, I'm just curious of when you guys think they should sign them. And my other question is, should the Knicks go after Cade Cunningham? Because we talk about, you know, if maybe that's possible because we don't know what's going on in Detroit. But we don't. If they give up all the picks, should they just pick up this young, budding star? But shout out to y'all, CP and Alex. Love. Had to support. You know what it is.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the support, Haas. Appreciate the support, man.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever Haas is smoking out, you know, with the Cade Cunningham stuff, please support me. Send that this way. Send that over here. You know what I mean? He sounded like he was in a good headspace. I want to be there. You know, sometimes I'm worried about content. I'm this, that, and third. I worked 3 different shows today. Sometimes it gets a little chaotic. So Haas, if you could please support and send me whatever it is that has you lifted enough to think that the Knicks have a shot at Cade Cunningham. If Troy Weaver's not even giving up on my man Alec Burks, I don't think Cade Cunningham is a realistic option. That's just me, Al. You tell me, man.
I mean, he's asking for how much for Bogdanovich?
Two firsts or something. Yeah. Shout out to Haas, man. Call back anytime. Got it out.
All I want to hear when you say that is I think about Peter from Belize.
Shout out to Peter from Belize, man. Where's he at?
What was that win streak? He had us on like a 20-game win streak?
Yeah. Boy, that grab was spicy, man. My man Haas is on it tonight. On one.
Man. I need some of that.
I need that. You know, with the OG thing, I just don't see. Again, you know, if his son is the guy's, if the father is the the agents, you know, if they're related here, is it really a rush to get a deal done? What do you think? I mean, to me, I feel like the framework is already outlined.
I mean, I guess the only fear is that if you get to the playoffs and he starts going off, right, and then it just increases his stock even more, and then he'd be like, hey, man, you know, I'd like 40. And it's like, no.
I don't know, man. I feel like all that's been arranged before the deal was even done. How could it not? You know what I mean? Like, how could those conversations have not been had?
It is Leon Rose's son, so that is representing him.
Right?
He left Clutch to go to CAA.
Right. With Sam Rose.
Yes.
So how could that conversation have not been had already?
I can see wanting to get the deal done sooner rather than later, just to get it off the table and say you don't like even chance it. You know, it's like what even Woj said today. It's like I think he was responding to somebody on Threads on like, why would the Knicks make a deal before the Pacers game and then be shorthanded? And his response is, if you can get the deal done, you get the deal done.
Yeah,
you don't wait.
Yeah.
And I would kind of have to apply that same logic to if you got the extension ready to go and you guys already agreed on the terms, just do it now and
get it
over
done.
with. If you're both on the same page, both parties are on the same page, don't even waste any time because things can always change as time passes.
I said,
like he can go berserk in the playoffs and then be like, oh, you know what? Maybe I can get even more.
True.
Right. So that's the only thing. That's the only reason I would say just if you got a deal done now, just get it done now.
True indeed, man. Al, I want to salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP and Alex on the ones and twos. Let's get those likes up, man. Number one show for the fans by the fans is on and popping tonight. 116 to 100. Knicks get a win. And the new look Knicks get another win, man. So we're just breaking down the game, giving you guys the breakdowns. We heard from Tom Thibodeau earlier. We're going to get to the key stats of the night presented by Underdog Fantasy. Remember to support our sponsor. Go to manscaped.com. Use promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. The Lawnmower 5.0, fellas. If you haven't gotten this for the holidays, hey, ask some of the channel members, man. Some of the channel members in the chat or some of our viewers in the chat are loyal patrons of Manscaped. They can tell you without testimonials how good it is, man. So go out there, go get that Lawnmower 5.0. It'll change your life and make sure that you guys are prepared. You know, it's cuffing season. Supposed to get a snowstorm here in New York. Hey, you might be laid up in the house this weekend. It might be Netflix and chill. Gotta make sure you're prepared, man. Take care of the family jewels. Go to manscaped.com. Use promo code KFTV. Get the Lawnmower 5.0. You got enough time. It gets you 60 minutes of runtime. 60 minutes of runtime. If you need all of that, you know, some of you might. I don't know. No testimonials. You do your thing. It's got the LED spotlight. You can do it in the dark, whatever you're into. Lawnmower 5.0, man. Manscaped.com. Promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. There we go.
You could have said Knicks and chill. You went Netflix and chill. Sheesh.
You know what? Good. Yeah, that was a good one, man. Good one. True indeed.
They're not even a sponsor. You're just giving them free ads.
True. I kind of slipped there, man. Caught me slipping out. Shout out to Ari from Taiwan, Al. Big time fan of the show, man. Matter of fact, Ari sent me an email, said, yo, you guys got the settings messed up. I can't even watch over here. So the YouTube has those crazy settings in the backdrop where, like, for somehow it gets blocked in, like, Hong Kong and Taiwan and things of that nature, areas over there. So, he says, respect to TM for helping make this show run seamlessly worldwide. CP and Alex holding it down. Orange and blue from 91 till. This is the best team fit this century. Shout out to Ari from Taiwan now. And what's the Taiwanese currency called? Let's Google this, man. Let's do our Googles. How'd you do in the geography class, Al?
I was an A student in history.
Okay. I don't believe you, but all right. It's the new Taiwan dollar. There we go. So we got 300 new Taiwan dollars, bro. Thank you to Ari. International, man. We got international currencies. We were in the Philippines earlier. It's good stuff, man.
How dare you question my history? My father was a history teacher for 30 years. You got TM in the chat saying KFTV and chill.
Yeah, there you go. KFTV and chill. Correction. All right, who else we got, man? A lot of super chats coming in. We're gonna get to all of them. So if for some reason we skipped over yours, you're still watching, we will definitely get to it. Devin DiPietro, our $10 super chat. This is the amount of assists JB needs for the rest of the season. Randle rolling, Hart with another lights out game. How about that leaping Hart? OG that dude. Second unit needs some tweaks though. Yep, well said. Well said, man. Let's take a look at some of the key stats of the night, Al. Key stats presented by Underdog Fantasy. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com. Use promo code KFTV for a first-time deposit match of up to $100. Play the Pick'em game as well as the daily fantasy games as well. Knicks shot 50% from the field, Al. Good job by them. And damn near 40 from three. 15 to 38 from downtown. Good job there. Both teams shot just about 81% from the free throw line. So the Knicks, only 11 attempts, but still knocked down what they needed to. They won the rebounding battle, 52 to 39. 20 of those belong to Isaiah Hartenstein. And how many of the Bulls' rebounds belong to Andre Drummond? Let's see that.
16.
16. So you had 36 between Hart and Andre Drummond in this game. Unbelievable. 29 dimes for the Knicks and 24 for the Bulls. Knicks forcing 11 Bulls turnovers, leading to 21 Knicks points, and 16 Knicks turnovers, leading to 18 Bulls points. But a ton of those were in the first half. They were able to clean that up in the second half and got off to the races. Won the points in the paint battle, 54-36, and then largest lead. You had Knicks up by 17, they won by 16, and the Bulls' largest lead 10.
The thing that really bothers me tonight, CP, is the turnovers. 15 turnovers is way too much.
Yeah.
Way too much. And that's why the Bulls were able to capitalize and have that lead going into the halftime.
Big time.
Man, because you had so many turnovers. It's not what you need. You gotta reduce that. But at the end, like I said, they were able to compose themselves, get back into it in the second half, and that's what you want to see. But the thing that I do like, man, is that you had 14 fast break points from the Knicks. I know the points weren't there like to show it, but they were just moving at a different pace, man. The flow of this game was just really great.
Yeah,
I like that there weren't
good
so
pace.
many calls. It was a great pace.
Yeah,
refs didn't decide to take it over. I thought there were more opportunities for fast break points, but for Knicks just to get 14, you like seeing that. Second chance opportunity, that's great. But you see that the Knicks dominated points in the paint, 54-36.
Yeah.
Kudos to Randle, Hart, Brunson, everybody, because that's one of the Bulls' weaknesses, man, and they were able to take advantage. But big thing is that the Bulls actually, when you look at cleaning the glass, when it comes to frequency of shot attempts, they're dead last in allowing 40% of opposing teams to take threes. So tonight, you just get to see that. I mean, Randle was shooting threes. Brunson was feeling it again. Dante. Those are good numbers that you want to see. And the Knicks, look, they shot, what was it? As you said, what was it? Essentially 40% from downtown. That's good stuff.
Yeah, good job. Good job. And, I thought a lot of the turnovers were still just them just not used to each other, man. Just not used to those combinations and those rotations. And so the offense can look a bit disjointed, but good job by them cleaning it up. We have some post-game sound bites here from Hart, man. Big-time hero of the night. 20 boards. How many points again?
For Hart, he had 20 boards.
20. No, how many points?
Oh, he had 11.
11 points. 11 points, 20 boards. Here's Hart after the game on
10 points, sorry, 10 points.
10 points. Here's Hart after the game, man.
Tonight for you, new career high in
Oh, okay, here we go.
Tonight for you, new career high in rebounds. You tied your career high in blocks. How would you evaluate kind of what have you learned about yourself in this stretch of games of that match?
I can play this role. I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, I think I always had the confidence that I can really play it, but I was never really in that situation. I feel like before, I would finish games, but now consistently playing 30 plus minutes is something that I feel like I can keep building on. We miss Mitch a lot, and so I'm gonna be happy when he comes back to have that two punch what we've been having. So that was special before, but I just gotta keep going. I think Fresh has been playing good too, so good to have him. And so we gotta keep building on that.
All right, man. That was a guy, Hart. Said I knew I could do this, man. I just needed the minutes. 10 points, 20 boards, 5 blocks. What a game, man. Great effort by him.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Great effort by him, man. He works,
7
man.
offensive rebounds, man.
7 offensive. I said on Twitter, I said he played like Mitch tonight.
He really did.
He played like Mitch tonight, man. Great job by him. Good practice for Embiid on Friday.
That's gonna be tough.
Oh man, I don't know if Precious is gonna get much minutes, man. And Precious hasn't caught a break, man. He had to go up against Gobert on Monday, Drummond tonight. He might have some Embiid duties. I mean, talk about the mismatch of mismatches. It should get easier for him in maybe next week. Well, this is what an initiation for him, man. Tough week for an undersized 5 like him. But good job by Hart.
So we can just pencil in Isaiah Hartenstein for like what? 45 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, well, the simulation did come back tonight. Simulation.
You think do you think Sims gets more playing time over Precious?
Matchup wise, it could. Depending on the matchup, I think he could. I think he could. And you know, you put him in a better situation where he's playing against backups. I think he could.
Do you think it's weird that he didn't get minutes tonight and Precious got minutes over him?
No, because you want to see what he can do, right? Because he can still play good defense and he gives you some more versatility, some more speed. So you still want to get him acclimated with this rotation, see what he can do, and if he can overtake Sims as a backup. Plus, Sims is just coming back from the ankle, so maybe they didn't want to just throw him into some instant game pressure. I think garbage time was probably ideal for him to play against, the Bulls reserves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just wondering because he does have the hop. He does have the hops to compete. He does have the height, the versatility. I think he's a good. I think against backups, you could see him being a good. You could see him as a better defender than as a starter guarding the pick and roll. I mean, he's also been on the team for a while now, for 3 years. I would just think that because he's been on the team, he knows Thibs' system. If he's healthy and ready to go, he'd be back already.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe they don't have much, confidence, like the confidence and lack of confidence in McBride. Gonna be left to be seen. Okay, back to it. A couple more calls in the chat. We had like a triple header today, man. We went in today, man. So we're gonna wrap up. We got another show on Friday. Dwayne AE in the chat. Dwayne, let's go rapid fire.
Rapid fire, yo, CP, yo, Alex was good. We were at the game. The Garden was popping, bro. The Garden was popping. I got my son here with me. I wanted to give a couple takes, rapid fire, real quick. Guto, what'd you think of the game?
Yo, what's up, CP? I've been a big fan. I've been as long as fan since my dad, pretty much.
Nice.
I've been watching it like every morning. But yeah, I think it was a great game. I think maybe not the best that we've had, but I mean, we got the W. And I think it was very good. Though I want to see a little bit more from OG. I think he had a little bit of a slow game. He had some open dunks. He had some of his threes. But I think there's still a lot to improve with him.
Yeah.
So I'd say, according to me, we're still kind of losing this trade, just from my point of view. But otherwise, I think the whole team played pretty good. I still want to see also some more with Grimes, because otherwise I can definitely see him getting traded, actually. I think he's been not great. He hasn't been really be fulfilling what Thibs has wanted from him, and I can really see him traded.
Rapid fire, CP.
Yo, bro, you sure that wasn't you with some like auto tune or something? Like I really couldn't tell the
difference. That was the guy, bro.
I couldn't tell the difference, man. I couldn't. Yeah, that's your son for sure, man. Well said, well spoken, man. Good stuff, bro.
All right, brother. Take it easy. Take it easy, Alex.
Yeah, man.
Rapid fire.
When you flying back? You flying back this week?
We're flying back on Sunday night, brother.
Okay. Well, yeah, safe travels, man. Next time you come through, let us know ahead of time. We'll link up, bro.
Hundo. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
My guy at the Wave from Sweden. Young soldier was dropping bars out.
Those are stuff.
Man.
And this is why it's a family show.
There you go. Enough said, bro. This is why it is a family show. All right? We could save all the profanity for when we link up in person. All right? We're not perfect people, but we want to open this up to the young whippersnappers out there that are looking for a team to come to this team. The orange and blue, man. Family show out.
Well, we had callers who were 19 on the last show on Monday calling in.
Yeah, Myra tore the house down, man. No question.
Yeah.
No question, man. All right, man. Let's close this out with the rhyme animal Chuck D out. Rhyme animal Chuck D.
Yo, am I unmuted?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna take for Ron Cleveland. Man. KFTV Hall of Fame member. Big up, thumbs up, Knicks Nation. Thumbs up, franchise channel members. Salutes. Rapid fire for me. Hart, I already put it in the post. But you know he already got 3 fouls right now as we talking right now. He already got 3 fouls for Secaucus.
Right,
so,
right.
But hey, man, all I'm gonna say is, man, my man keep playing like Dave Cowens, man. And Embiid's either gonna have to get him in foul trouble, or he gonna get tired. And that's one shortcoming about Joel Embiid. He can get worn out. And but right now we got a 6-man rotation.
Yep.
And as much as I dig the young blood, Deuce and Grimes, they gotta figure it out real quick before All-Star game or what, because IQ and RJ, regardless what anybody says, I tell people don't try to look at Raptors highlights. That's like looking at your ex who's sparkling on the red carpet. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
look away. Look the other way. Don't try to look at her on the red carpet. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just let it be. Try to figure out what your night is. Help me out on it. So I'm an OG fan. The front of the jersey is always most important unless you got a jersey hanging up in the rafters.
Yeah.
What happens to us if and tell me the specifics, if once again the dreaded Pat Riley and the Miami Heat go and get Donovan Mitchell? Is that possible or is it impossible?
I wouldn't see why. I don't see it's impossible. No chance. It's certainly possible. I think that's possible. That's been one of my sleeper teams, man. Even after the trade. You know, that's definitely possible.
That's the fear. Anyway, big ups. Listen, I'm telling everybody out there, what you want to do is you want to go to the NBA team report, right?
NBA report.
And cancel out, right? The team NBA report.
Yep.
And cancel out the nonsense that you see and hear, especially about our team on the screen. Stay with the NBA report.
Yep.
Rely on that. I'm gonna leave y'all because the inside joke, and y'all know the inside joke, you CP and Alex, it's too much fructose corn syrup. It's not good for you. Mr. Fructose corn syrup, man, is everywhere. We want to leave it alone. I'm going to close on that. Knicks Nation, all right.
Screaming, hey, Smith, you got to relax, man. Got to relax. Chuck, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the time.
Rely on that.
The rhyme animal, Chuck D, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's what we said, man. Tap into the NBA report. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 p.m. We had a good show today. What'd you guys talk about today, man? We had a great show today, man.
Yeah, man. We talked about the trade rumors. We talked about Laurie Marketing, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, we talked about Donovan Mitchell to the Miami Heat. Unfortunately, Andrew said he'd like to see that trade happen. I was like, oof, thank God you weren't there. Thank God you weren't there. You probably would have walked out of stage and left me with hosting duties on the fly. I'd been like, oh, good God.
I would have walked off my own show, man. Great show. And then Friday, we got our guy Pee-wee. Pee-wee from Through the Wire, Bleacher Report, Turner Sports. Our guy Pee-wee's coming back to chop it up. And so Friday at 3 o'clock, we'll get that popping. And we just get a lot of great guests, man. Get a lot of great guests. We had a great run today between the afternoon show featuring Brian Gelseiler came through. We had NBA Report. I was on PIX 11 with my guy Mark Malusis, so we're going to put that up on the channel tomorrow. We got a ton of content going here, man. KFTV's cooking. And we're not stopping, man. Because tomorrow we got the game of the week preview.
Tomorrow, game of the week preview at noon. We got another matinee edition.
Yeah, there you go. So great show, Al. Let's go get some rest and recover for tomorrow. Let me get through the rest of these super chats. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Franchise channel members. We had 18 franchise channel members join tonight.
Wow.
18 franchise channel members joined tonight. And also, we are closing in on a certain number, Al. Do you know what that number is? Here's some more trivia for you, man. Yeah, you got the trivia good today in the team meeting. We'll keep that under wraps. But do you know the trivia?
Does it have to deal with a number 7, a 0, a comma, and 3 other zeros?
70,000 subscribers. 70,000 subscribers. And remember we had that conversation a couple months back, and you and TM, we were trying to figure out when we would get there. I think I had the furthest time. I think I said February.
TM's got to save. He's the
TM
maester.
knows. Yeah, TM knows.
What is it? What were the guesses, TM? We need to know.
We'll make that a reel. We'll make that a reel, man. But yeah, we're closing in on 70K, man. I think we could get there in like 2 weeks. I think we can get there in 2 weeks.
Who says we can't get there tomorrow, CP?
You know what? I like how you think. Let's do it, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Who says we can't get there tomorrow, man?
Better yet, if it's not tomorrow, it better be Friday, especially if we win.
Yeah, I think so. I think it could be Friday, actually. I think it could be Friday. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. TM gave to us.
Okay.
I said December.
Okay.
CP said, you said January.
Okay, January. All right, so here we go. I was
and
right.
TM
then.
said
I knew it.
February.
Okay, I knew it. I knew I was on the money. Shout out to Isaiah Jackson. Shout out to Peanut Butter and Crack. $5 Super Chats. It's no coincidence that RJ's gone and Brunson has back-to-back 13-plus assists. Hart about to get paid. OG's defense is as advertised. All hail King Jules. Yeah, I hear that, man. I'm still going to watch this Raptors game tomorrow. My guy Quick went off. I got to tap in, man. They're still my guys for this year. Shout out to Samaj. $5 Super Chat says DeRozan could not score on OG. Correct. Charlie Correa, once again, thank you. John Smith, well, thank you. Social Oddity, appreciate it. Brunson is a superstar, welcome. Dolfo D, salute. He goes, Happy New Year, my bros. After tonight, we need to make a move now before the deadline. CP, I'm still on Bowl. Back me up.
The original Chet. The original Wemby.
Yeah, according to everybody, the original Chet. I'll tell Dolfo D, holla at Haas on the Discord. That's your guy. Holla at Haas. Go holla at him. Y'all go talk and exchange information on the Discord. 24/7 group chat.
There's a whole There's a whole channel on Bowl on the Discord.
Bowl appreciation. You gotta act Silico and them guys, man. Shout out to the Discord. Shout out to the Discord for sure, man. Everybody in there chatting it up. Definitely salute to you guys. Shout out to J Cal, William McConaughey, Fun and Honesty, salute. Chuck D, salute. Omen, $5 Super Chat. Great wins. Is like how we hit teams with sequences on both ends of the floor to put the game out of reach and demoralize them. Need a new bench creator badly. Absolutely. Shout out to Cynthia Al. We haven't heard from Cynthia in ages. Happy New Year to Cynthia. $10 Super Chat says, salute CP and Alex. The team looks happy and they are playing for each other. We need a backup wing and point guard backup. Please check in the Rokas. Agree that the minutes burnout concerns me. Come playoffs. Peace. Salute to Cynthia. Peter K, salute. $20 Super Chat. Peter K joined the Fanchise channel member. So to Peter. $20 Super Chat for Gary Weicker. Says, CP, I know you would like to wait for Spider Mitchell tonight. It shows us we do not want DeRozan and Drummond way too slow. What's the next move? We need another piece. Love these Knicks and KFTV. Salute to the family. Let's see, man. Is it Murray? Is it Brogdon? Let's see what happens there. I would look for them to check in on Monte Morris. I said it on this show earlier today. See what's up with Monte Morris, man. Coming back from injury. I don't know if he came back already. He's a tough scrapper, three-point shooter. Shout out to Willie the Champ, $5 Super Chat. Says, Randall looks so happy since we got rid of all his ops. OBRJ quickly. This guy's stirring the pot. I even saw Randall tell DiVincenzo, my bad.
Oh, my goodness.
Shout out to Willie the Champ, man. That's hilarious. My man said he's even holding himself accountable. Oh, my God. That was hilarious, man. That was hilarious.
Wait. I can't wait for the rematch. I can't wait for the matchup between Knicks and Raptors.
January 20th.
And Knicks and Pacers.
Super Bowl Sunday. I think it's February something. I think so.
Oh, wow.
He even told DiVincenzo, my bad. Oh, my God. That's hilarious, bro.
He's saying there's no more youngins on the squad to say, you messed up.
If you know, you know. You know, those people in the chat that are laughing, they know exactly what that means, man. Steven Santiago, salute. I think I got to that already.
Oh, you want to hit me up on IG?
Yeah.
He used to call into the show pretty frequently to support his Canadian brothers.
Oh, Iller.
Oh,
what'd he do? What'd he do? He probably kicked him when he was down. His boy RJ's going now. Now he's totally not a Knicks fan. He hates us now.
He sent me LMAO. Said he's happy that RJ's back home.
Yeah.
And they got quick.
Yeah. We haven't heard from him since they got Iggy up out of here.
Oh yeah. Sent Iggy to Orlando.
Yeah. Remember we called him the Canadian Homer. I wasn't lying about that, was I? The guy never came back.
Never came back.
The guy never came back. My first Knicks Kicks podcast. Salute to you. Welcome to Fanchise Channel memberships. Bill McHenry once again. Robert Randolph. Salute. Who else we got here? Isaiah Jackson. Funniest part is when the Knicks are making moves, all the media acting like they care about the Knicks, and all of a sudden, tisk. Shout out to Blade Pennyhughes once again. Mateo Zappona, a Canadian. $14 super chats is Brogdon, CAA point guard. Knicks Blazers trade sequel. Beat for quickly 6-man. Too poetic, and contract ends when Spider becomes a free agent. Get this man. Lawrence Peters, $5 super chat. Will the West Coast meetup be in a family-friendly location, or should I leave the kids home? Wife has to work. Should I tell her? To stay home. No, man, it's family-friendly, man. Bring the kids, man. We good. Don't worry, man. Bring the kids, and we'll have a good time. Shout out to Mo B as well. Shout out to Mo B. Now, let me take a look at this video, man. See what happened here in Detroit, in Utah, rather. Let's do a breakdown of what transpired here. Okay, let me see what's going on here.
Oh, we're going after hours now, huh?
Yeah, we in overtime now. Let's see. Here we go. 135, tied up in the fourth. Here's Clarkson, the marketing for three, knocks it down. Okay. But here we go with 4 seconds left. What is the play? What's the call here? Here's Burks with the inbound. Gets it back to Burks. Here's AB. Pull up for the three and the tie. Are you not entertained?
You can see that CP's excited.
What a game. If you want to see that at Madison Square Garden, send Leon Rose a message.
Can I ask you a question? Who won that game in the end, CP?
I don't know. You guys didn't tell me. All you told me was to see Burks.
I'll tell you who won the game.
Who won?
Not Detroit.
Oh, well, yeah, because the team stinks. Burks is carrying all these guys. No wonder he's having a bad year.
The final score was 154 to 148.
Oh, my God. Battle of the Bums. Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
If we're talking about numbers, though, let's look at this poll right here.
Yeah.
We had 1,740 votes on should Hart stay as the starting center moving forward. 57% said yes. 43% said no. Still Team Mitch.
Wow. Okay. All right. Mitch Hive.
Wait a minute. Hold on one second. Yeah. You're telling me that we have over 1,700 votes in the chat, but we don't even have 1,000 likes yet. We're
people. We got to get those likes up, man.
Come on.
Hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. Great show, man. Great show, Al. Let's get some rest. Remember that these shows are available in audio podcast format. No reason to miss it. Support our sponsor, Manscaped.com. Use promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. Also, support our sponsor at Underdog Sports, UnderdogFantasy.com, or you can hit the link in the video description for an instant deposit match up to $100. See you guys tomorrow. Matinee edition of the show. Game of the Week preview. Let's go, man. Let's go to sleep. Peace.